Hey Aquarius, Dark Eve Tarot here. I am Eve, and we are going to get you a little message today. Alright, so what is the message about? Well, so we have just the scythe here, and it can either represent really swift action or some kind of disappointment. Okay. So it's a person. We have the man, the gentleman here, and so there is some person that you are very disappointed in. Ace of Cups. Okay, so this person was probably a love interest, or there was love there at some point in time. Okay, so we have a release here. So, Aquarius, you're being asked here to release whatever this disappointment is with this person and focus more on the fact that there was a time when you had a lot of love for this person, but again, you're being asked to release the disappointment. Because otherwise, we have the abyss right here. The longer that you harbor this disappointment with them, the more it's just going to drag you down. You see how these hands are coming up and they're just pulling you down. It's very possible to go too far with this. Yeah. So we have the Nine of Spears, and the Nine of Spears, the Nine of Wands. I think spears are wands here, but it feels like wands. It feels like Nine of Wands, where it's like this, I don't know, self-imposed barrier. Like don't cross this. It's like deep inside, you don't want to release this disappointment, but you're being shown why you need to, because you don't want to get sucked down into that abyss. Sometimes the abyss is great, but not when harboring negative energy, right? Six of Cups. See, you're focused too much in the past. It's like, Aquarius, have you thought about what you have to look forward to? Because it's starting to remind me of that, like, some crappy country song where it's like, somebody done me wrong and I'm wallowing in my shit and blah 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 blah. You know, it's like it's wallowing. So how can we release? How can we release this? See, what did I just say? Ten of Cups. This is happiness. It's fulfillment. It's like, what do you have to look at? What do you have to look forward to? This is like shit you have to look forward to. You have it. You have things to look forward to. Yet you're choosing to wallow in this disappointment over some kind of relationship where that didn't work out, or that kind of left you with a bad taste in your mouth. Do you want to keep tasting it? I don't think so. I just want to do a quick little spread here, just because of the release. There's a spread I do for like letting go. And I just want to do a quick one for you. It's actually a lot of cards, but I think we have time. Let's just move these over here. Alright. Alright. What you cannot control, what you can control, what you're right about, what you're wrong about, an excuse you tell yourself, happiness waiting to come in, your next right action. Alright, you're getting like 2 readings in one, Aquarius. Alright, so you have 9 of Pentacles here. So it's telling me here, Aquarius, that you can't always control how things work out, okay? Like, you may not have done anything wrong. It just sometimes shit happens, right? You don't always have control over the outcome. But what you do have control over is where you go from here. Look, you have 6 of Swords. You have control over where you go from here. So what do you write about? Oh, the 2 of Swords. Yeah, you have a freaking decision to make. You have a decision to make. And it's a difficult one. I mean, look, you're blindfolded. You're going walking on a tightrope. It's uncomfortable, you know, but you're right. You do have a decision to make. And what you're wrong about is the King of Swords. Oh. You know, this is telling me that you are wrong about how far you've actually come, Aquarius. Give yourself some credit. Give yourself some credit. I don't know why I feel like irritated with this reading. Sorry, Aquarius. It's like I just want to go snap out of it, right? Alright. So what's an excuse you tell yourself? 4 of Wands. You know what? This is you, this 4 of Wands, this is you telling yourself that everything's just fine. No, everything's fine, everything's great. I'm fine, I'm fine. No, you're not freaking fine. You're not fine, Aquarius. That's an excuse. It's like you go through all these measures, these elaborate measures. I mean, look at this spread, this picnic spread here. It's like elaborate. It's like you go to elaborate lengths to convince yourself that everything's fine, that you don't have to release shit when you do. Alright, so happiness waiting to come in. We already have the Ten of Cups that we know is waiting for you, Aquarius. And look, the Ace, it's the Ace of Wands. It's like, look, all of this old bark. This old bark is being removed to expose all of this new growth. So not only do you have this happiness and fulfillment waiting for you after you release this stuff, you have like all these opportunities for new growth. It's amazing. And here, this is your next right action, and it's the King of Wands. It's the King of Wands. It's grabbing on to what it's like grabbing on to the notion that you have something to look forward to. Wrap your tail around it. You know, give it a whirl. That's really the next thing you have to do. I mean, your next right action, you don't have to do shit. But your next right action to get closer to this happiness waiting to come in for you, this opportunity for new growth, is let yourself touch your own inspiration. Let yourself be inspired by you. All right, Aquarius, this is your message. I totally went off on a tangent here, but it felt important. All right, Aquarius, this is your message. I hope it helped you. If it didn't resonate, don't force it to, and I'll see you next time.